So we are doing part 2 of our Q&A video, and we left off on nursery themes. So we are going to go top stroller and car seat brands. We looked into, well, I looked into quite a few brands. For Will, it was more like, hey, I like that print, I like this print. So I looked into things like safety ratings, what I liked, best harnesses, crash reports, things like that. And we have decided that our favorite brand as far as style, safety ratings, and all of that great stuff is Graco. We actually have picked out a Graco stroller. Excuse me. And we're really happy with it. It's also gel system. Yeah. Will we collect lots of different bottles and pacifier brands? The answer to that is no, because of the risk of nipple infusion. Yeah.
Dragon.
Nipple confusion. It can ruin breastfeeding. It can mess up your breastfeeding relationship and make it hard for your baby to latch onto your breast if they have a bunch of different types of nipples. We actually don't plan to give him a pacifier until he's 6 weeks old, and we won't be bottle feeding him until he's 6 weeks old. A lot of people say that makes it really hard on the mom, but I am confident in Will's help that I will have at night with diaper changing and helping me wake up to get the baby latched and just bringing me things I need while I'm nursing him. So much so that I am not worried about how hard or how challenging exclusively breastfeeding is going to be. So for us, we will only have one type. The brand we picked out was Medela, and the pacifier brand we picked out was Gumdrop, because that was the thing we could find that looked closest to the Medela nipple and had a natural shape, but also had a hard shield, because I read that a baby sucked a Sooty pacifier down his throat and had to have it removed in 3 pieces. So I am that mom. I'm not even going to try to
I'm not
mask
ashamed
it
of it.
or say that I'm not that mom, because I am. I'm that mom. After we have the baby, will we go stay with family? Will we go straight home? What are our plans with that? Will?
Well, originally, as you probably all know, we were planning on having a water birth at the Inspirations Birthing Center, and um, we learned yesterday, with everything going well, that we were actually able to um, more likely have a home water birth. So what we're leaning towards is, if we get the next doctor checkup is okay, and we get the okay from the official doctor, that we will be having his birth right here at home in that bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we will have our friends and family here. The midwife will be here. I'm sure there'll be other personnel will be here. I don't know who. She handles literally all that. I just give my seal of approval and everything, but she comes to me with realistic ideas and realistic plans, so I have no trouble approving them. So basically, yeah, it's going to be. We're not going anywhere. We're not going. We're not going to be staying anywhere. Everybody's going to be staying here. We have a gorgeous, huge home and plenty of room for everybody. That everybody be staying here. So we're actually really excited to be able to.
Yeah.
Hopefully, like I said, as long as the next appointment that we're going to schedule first of the week, as long as that appointment goes well and we're able to get the A-OK that she is a low risk pregnancy, and then
Officially.
yeah, the official word. We're being told by the midwife it all looks okay, but we want to go to an actual female doctor and get the two thumbs up. Then we will be doing a full home birth. So that is really exciting. That's pretty much it. So no, we're not going anywhere. We're not going to stay anywhere. We'll actually just be here in the comfort of our home. And
Yeah. If anything, family will stay here and
mm-hmm.
stay in shifts to help. Like his godmother is coming to stay, and she'll be staying for the first week. So my mother's going to go home, and then after his godmother goes home, my mother's going to come stay, or she may come stay after Will goes back to work to help me get acclimated to not having Will's help during the day. Um, Not that I couldn't handle a baby by myself, but natural birth is also very tiring. Not that hospital births um, with epidurals aren't, and that C-sections aren't, because obviously C-section is the hardest birth you can have, from what I hear at least. But help is always nice. He's my first baby, so um, all of that stuff. So cloth or disposable, we'll be doing a mixture of both. Um, Disposables for the first 10 days after he's born. We have chosen the Honest diapers because we've decided those are the best all natural diapers that we can find. And we like all of the stuff behind them. We like the company. And we will also be using Honest diapers when we go on trips to Georgia because driving for 8 hours with
Or anywhere. If we go to North Carolina, if we go to
well, yeah,
Tennessee, go to
taking a long drive with ripe diapers,
Mount Pleasant.
no thank you. Um, but when we're at home or when we're just going to his grandparents' house, they'll have a diaper sprayer installed. Um, or when we're just going to like his aunt's house or something, we can deal with diapers there. When we go out in public, I will probably just put them in the wet bag until we can get home. Shake the poop off into a diaper. Yeah, let's shake the poop off of a diaper into another diaper. Shake the poop off into a toilet, and then just put it in the wet bag. It's not the end of the world. Not that hard to do. Um, so, baby shower. I've decided not to have a baby shower. The reason for that is because all of my friends are super far away. Either they're friends from school that have gotten married off and moved, or have moved and not gotten married off, or live hours away from me, um, or friends that I have made through my work who are also far away and want to come down, but obviously it's a little short notice. So instead, I'm going to have a welcome baby party um, after he's 2 or 3 weeks old, and I make everybody bathe themselves in bleach on the way inside my house. No, I'm kidding. Um, but he has a little bit of an immune system, and obviously only friends that I trust will be coming over. But I'll be able to share the baby. They'll bring food for me to either freeze or put into the fridge, or to eat right there. Um, and then, depending, and we'll pass the baby around, talk about, whatever there is to talk about. Um, so no, we decided to not have a baby shower. What have we bought for the baby? Well,
Brault.
what have we shopped for?
Oh, well, things we've actually only purchased was basically just simple outfits right now. We really haven't bought
Yeah.
any baby stuff. We haven't got she picked up some cloth divers off eBay and
Mm-hmm.
some trades with friends and stuff here and there. I mean, probably a couple of days worth. Nothing, nothing really drastic, but just kind of starting the collection. We're still kind of narrowed down exactly what items we even want. So
Yeah.
we're still kind of going through our online shopping lists and registries and going, okay, so we're like even today we're playing around a couple of baby stores and looking at different items and comparing what's come out in the last couple of months versus what was out when we first found out we were pregnant. That was 3 4 months ago. Things have changed a little bit, so we're looking at like the new brands and the new I'm not new brands, but like new models of items and the new designs. So we really haven't purchased anything. Probably another month or two, and we'll start going out and just go get whatever we need. We're still working with our friends and family to see what they're going to get for us, so we can kind of work around that. That way, we don't end up with, duplicate, strollers or duplicate cribs and things of
Yeah.
that nature.
A couple of them are like, well, I want to get you this, so don't buy that. So we take that off the registry. Or they're like, well, what do you need? What's a big ticket item that you want us to buy? And we're like, well, if you'd like to buy a big ticket item, grab this. And they're like, all right, I'll grab that. So then we take that off. Obviously, um, if we did have doubles, we could take it back and have that applied as credit, or use that credit right then and there to grab something that we need for the baby. Um, but yeah, like Will said, we're coordinating with family members and friends to make sure we don't buy duplicates because it's just a hassle. What do Will and I do without giving them, your company? What do you do?
I do top level tech support for local cable company. So I am the last effort for someone to get help and fix their issue with the internet or the cable or the phone. And before we actually have to send somebody out, so I am the last line of defense. So I've been in tech support for about 7 years now. I am finishing up my real estate license, and we will be working on getting a business going in the next couple of years, so we can both be self-employed.
Yeah.
So, we got a couple things going, but mainly tech support is what I'm doing right now, and trying to get my real estate business going, and then we will be saving up to start our restaurant.
Yep. After I go to culinary school, which is my passion besides um, art and working with children. But the field I wanted to go into for working with children is way too sad, and I would not be able to emotionally handle all of the sick babies that don't go home. So that's too depressing for me. What is our preferred birth? Um, did we answer that in this week?
I'm not sure what the question is actually asking.
Like, if we could pick,
Preferred
like,
method of birth?
yeah, what would our like perfect birth scenario be? For us, it would be birthing here in our home. After a lot of
Yeah.
thinking and debating on what we want to do, that would definitely be it for us.
And for someone that came from a family who never actually practiced any of this stuff, once I heard about it and heard the pros and cons versus it, I had no doubt or question or anything. I just jumped right on.
I really want some fruity pebbles.
That was random.
Sounds delicious though.
That sounds good, but Jesus.
I'm pregnant.
And there's one of the cravings.
Yeah, I eat cereal quite a bit. Ooh, fruity pebbles are lucky charms. Okay, stop, Kate. Um, am I scared about the birth? Well, yes. Obviously, it's my first birth. It's my first baby that I'll be bringing into the world. Um, it's going to hurt. It's something my body has never ever done before. So yes, I am scared. Is that going to stop me from trying to have the birth that I want to have? No, it's not. Um, so yes, to simply answer that, I am scared. Um, is Will scared about the birth? I can't answer that. So
No, I mean, I'm obviously nervous about it. I've seen lots of videos about it. I've always been intrigued about birth. Uh, Me and a couple of my prior exes even looked at water births. So like the water birth concept wasn't a new idea to me. It's something I've been researching for many years. So when even Kate brought it to me, it was like, hey, I want to have a water birth. I was like, cool. That sounds good to me. And like I said, after all the midwife appointments and all the doctors we've talked to in the last few months, and since we switched over to Inspirations and meeting with our amazing midwife, and every time we go in, we get two thumbs up. Every time. Every single time. They never have any negative to say. They question things, but it's immediately resolved. And it's like, it's shut down. It's like, okay, well, that's not our problem anymore. Or we don't have to worry about that anymore. And we just able to move right on. So, no, I mean, there's nothing to be scared about. I am actually really excited. I love the birthing process. I think it is really cool. Um, I think personally, not to toot my own horn, but I'm an extremely patient person. I'm a extremely understanding person.
he is.
So, so like, I understand when you need to flip over, you need to go for a walk, or and I'm in no rush. Well, you can't rush that. That's like rushing surgery. You can't rush that. You have to take your time. You have to go at your own pace. I'm in no rush. So I think I'm not scared. And I think I'm just here to support Kate and absolutely everything I can do possibly to make this
You're so sweet.
as a smooth transition as humanly possible, because it's not going to be smooth and easy for her. No matter how much prep we do, how much learning and reading you can do, you can't study. You can only study so much.
Yeah, until it actually happens for your body, you don't know how your body's gonna handle it. How far along are we? We are 20 weeks and 5 days. So we will be 21 weeks soon. We are almost. We are halfway through. Will we give the baby a nickname for YouTube and keep the baby's name secret? No.
Yeah.
I find this to be really stupid. I'm sorry, but
We don't see a point in it. Like,
we just don't.
yeah, you know, it, it's whatever. You know our names. Why keep our
Some
baby name? It's like,
some people say it's like to protect your kid, but if somebody is like that much of a super fan or like crazy enough to go and find your child's name or even your legal name, once you're out on YouTube and like on Facebook and social media, it's not that hard to find. Um, so I don't see a point
yeah,
in calling him some funny nickname like baby fish or whatever it is that people use for nicknames. Um, will I continue with my reborn business after I have the baby? Yes.
yeah, it's a great source of income, and she really enjoys doing it, and she's getting better and better at it, so it's more enjoyable and becomes more lucrative. And why not?
How will we be sharing the baby between in-laws? This has actually become a bit of a problem because my mom um, is really wanting to hog the baby, even from my father. Um, Not that she is like that crazy grandparent, but she is that crazy grandparent. His mother's also very excited, so is his father, but
They're 500 miles away.
they're 500 miles away. Um, so, how will we be sharing the baby? Through holidays. I know that's a big thing. A lot of people spend holidays with their parents. We spend Thanksgiving up in Georgia. We spend Christmas down here. But obviously, with having a grandchild in the mix now, we will probably alternate. So my parents will get Thanksgiving one year, and his parents will get Christmas.
Yeah,
In result, the next year, my parents will get Christmas, and his parents will get Thanksgiving, just because they obviously are going to want the experience of opening presents with their grandchild on Christmas Day,
absolutely.
and getting to see their face light up, playing under the tree, all of that great stuff. So my parents will be getting Christmas this year. His parents will be getting Thanksgiving this year, just because we want them to see Gavin while he's still small, and not miss out on that. And next year they will get Christmas, um, and we see that as fine because he won't really understand Christmas next year either. And then, so that's fine with us.
We'll start to the year after.
Yeah,
Me too.
he won't really understand until he's 2, so that's fine. Um, Baby wearing or putting the baby down as often as we can to avoid spoiling. Um, our baby will not be put down for 3 months. That is our goal. That is my goal for at least 3 months. If we can keep going in keeping him in somebody's arms as often as possible, preferably mine or his father's, um, then fantastic. But our goal is to not have him away from anybody's body for prolonged amounts of times for more than 3 months. To just have that great bonding experience. And it has been scientifically proven that babies do not know that they aren't a part of your body for the first 3 months of life. So preferably, or well, not preferably, but ideally,
Yeah,
he'll be with me, listening to my heartbeat and being close to my body. But obviously, his father will have skin to skin time as well, and time to be close with him and hold him. We will also be co-bathing, just because it's a lot easier than putting a baby in a tub. You have more control over what part of the baby you're washing, and they're not sliding everywhere because they're in your lap or on your legs, or however you want to handle that. Cry it out or comfort. We do not believe in cry it out.
no, absolutely not.
No, we think it is horrible
We don't agree with it.
to just leave your baby cry.
Yeah, we just don't agree with
No,
it.
we just don't agree. What kind of parenting are we practicing? Peaceful parenting. Um, is Will going to stay with the baby and I after birth? And
Yeah, for at least a couple weeks. First 2 weeks I'll be here.
yeah.
At least the first 2 weeks, depending on what's going on at the time. Like I said, I got a lot going on in my life and a lot of planning here. Sorry, the computer went to sleep. A lot of planning as far as what I want to do. So yeah, if I can stay here for at least 2 to 3 weeks after the baby's born, even coming maybe part time in and out, not being here full time, but maybe at least being
Mm-hmm.
here part time, so I'm not gone 8-10 hours a day, maybe 3 or 4 hours here and there would be ideal. just to keep things going smoothly.
Yep. Why we chose cloth diapers. For us, we felt like it was a comfier, more natural choice. Um, Cloth diapered babies and toddlers potty train. There we go. Um, Faster. They do it a lot quicker. Um, Risk of chemical burns is something we worried a lot about. And I mean, there's nothing saying that it's going to happen, but
The risk is too high.
I have seen them firsthand, and to
I have as well.
have that on a baby, I could not imagine having that happen to my child. Um, Also, economically, it's cheaper. Not that we couldn't shell out money for a huge stash of disposable diapers. We will probably still stock up on disposable diapers for days like laundry day and whatever. Um, but for us, it was just an easier choice, and it was something we liked more, and it's a lot cuter. But that's just me. um, so I guess that ends our questions and answers video, and thank you for watching. We'll see you all later. Bye.
Bye, guys.